Hello, everyone. Lovely afternoon here. Good to be with you again for yet another round of deep relaxation, coming into ourselves in a way different from daily life, creating a pause, creating or opening to that we really are, this stillness that lies underneath all of our busy, busy lives, and which through this kind of exercise and attention we can bring this stillness forward more into our lives on a daily basis. As usual, we begin with deep relaxation so that we can let thoughts, feelings, perceptions, let them all go and actually be present in the body. And we start by visualizing the body as a vessel filled with a presumptive liquid of some sort, right up to the top of the scalp. So we put our attention at the very top of the scalp. And we're working with sensation. Sensation's not a thought, it's not a feeling, it's just what the body is doing all the time. We have various ways into the sensation. Movement of air over the surface of the body, temperature, pressure, like pressure on your sitting bones as you sit, pressure on the bottom of the feet. Feel the hands on the knees or wherever they are and they have some weight there. This is sensation. We don't label it good, bad, or indifferent. It just is. We're moving into the isness of ourself, not any ideas we have. So we start at the top of the scalp. You might feel a little air moving through the hair on the top of your head. If it's warm out, you might feel a little perspiration starting to come through your skin. And we have our attention there, and we have the liquid that we have filled the body with there. The idea of the liquid being that as we move down the body, we allow that level of liquid to go down, almost as though it's like a thermometer with the temperature dropping. And we can affect that through letting it drop on the out-breath, or just as we move our attention down the body, have the attention as we lower it down the body be the focus and the lowering. And we start to come into ourselves. And we allow the liquid to drop just above the tops of the ears. And our attention is there. It might be flitting around the rest of the body, but our focus, our attention is there. Not attention intention, but just very relaxed, just present, just above the tops of the ears. We now get into a little musculature in the forehead, maybe the back of the skull. You can feel if there's any tension there, and you can just let it go. There's no reason, we're not wrapped up in thought, having to scrunch our forehead, trying to fathom something. We're just here, sitting quietly, going through this very simple routine. And with the next breath or lowering of the level, come to the tops of the ears. We can feel those, maybe there is a little air moving around the tops of the ears. Tops of the ears, the eye sockets, lots of little muscles there that we can look at and relax. Keep our attention focused on this relaxation, checking back to make sure nothing is returned above. And we drop down and we can start to pick up the muscles, the top of the jaw, behind the ear, around the cheeks, the nose, the upper lip, often small amount of tension. Let that go. Check those jaw muscles again. Check the neck muscles around the back of the skull. You move the body a little bit, see if that helps in letting go. We're getting focused inward now. Something that's generally not part of our daily life unless we're in some kind of discomfort. And if there is any discomfort in the body, just look at it. Send your attention to that part of the body and see if you can relax any muscles around where the disturbance or tension is. And then return to the jaw, the chin, the mouth, allowing the tongue to lie gently on the bottom of the mouth. Have the jaw be relaxed, the mouth slightly open. Breathing through your nose, preferably. Moving the attention down the back of the neck, Adam's apple, muscles along the front of the neck, the esophagus. And then we'll move the attention down both arms as one, starting at the shoulders, the upper arms, the biceps, the upper forearm, elbows, levels just dropping in the arms. Now the forearms, the wrists, feeling either the weight of the hands on the thighs, or if they're hanging to your sides, there's no weight, but just sense those hands. Those of you that have followed this for some weeks, you'll find that it's the more that you do it, the easier it is to have this focus. You'll have less and less thoughts of the day interfering. And you can have this as a very quiet time, just by focusing the attention. Something we're not taught in general, particularly focusing the attention on not much. Consider nothing almost, just this sensation. If we focus our attention, it's usually on some complex issue, something we're trying to learn. This is quite different in that. It's something we've known since we popped out of the womb, these sensations. But we're looking at them before we give them names, before we have thoughts or perceptions about them, just this physicality, which when looked into deeply become very grounded and real springs for everything we are. In this state, all of the joy, the peace, compassion, all of these huge words are contained in this quietness. Okay, we take a breath and then let all of the tensions that we've held in the upper body and the arms run out through the tips of the fingers. Maybe a couple of deep breaths to accomplish this. Now we return to the back of the head, the top of the spine, and move down to the shoulders, front and back of the chest, spine, holding our body erect, the lungs moving in and out. The rib cage, holding the diaphragm and all of the organs that keep us functioning as a body. Whatever sensations come up for you in this area, everyone has different sensitivities. Probably the stomach is the easiest to recognize the sensations in. I don't think there's a lot of sensation arising in the spleen, but maybe for some. And we go down into the pelvic area, sex organs, back of the thighs, tops of the thighs, weight of the hands on the thighs. Just here. just this concentrated attention, energy. Actually, it's a spacious kind of attention, because you might have your eyes closed but your ears are open. All your sensing apparatus, temperature, weight, hearing, all these sensations are turned on, and since your attention is on them, they're very full, very receptive. And we move down to the knees, the shins, the calves, the tops of the feet. If your feet are on the floor resting, you can feel the weight on the bottom of your foot. If it's warm, you can feel the temperature, the clothing touching your skin raises the temperature somewhat. Just looking, no commenting. Just using these sensations to alert the attention that it has given it a task, and this is what it's looking at. It's almost like going by and looking at the animals in the zoo, our own little animals all in their sensation of this and that. Return the attention to the back of the skull, and now from the top of the head, out through the tips of the fingers and the ends of the toes. Deep breath, and let it all, those tensions, all that residual energy out. If asked the question, how do you know you exist? Just as a body, not even bringing the word I into it at this point, all this sensation which you experienced before you had words, thoughts, perceptions, feelings. The ground of who we are. This awareness of the sensation. Which is consciousness itself. We've stripped away all of the layering, stripped away almost everything that could be argued with. There's really not much that can be said. It's I am in this. So we return our attention to the back of the head. going to send that attention into the right arm and allow that attention to become aware of all the sensation going on right now in that right arm. And we will return the attention to the top of the spine, the back of the skull. And on another breath, send the attention and the knowledge, I am, into the right arm. Returning the attention, top of the spine, back of the skull. Send that attention down the spine into the right leg, allowing the sensation there existing to be the focus of our attention. If you feel an impulse to have a smile, let it happen. If you have an impulse for any kind of reaction, let it happen. Now return the attention to the back of the skull, top of the spine. Gather that attention in the knowledge that I am, and allow that to fill the right leg. Returning the attention once again, back of the head, top of the spine. I send the attention down the spine into the left leg, allowing those sensations to be the focus of all of my attention. Maybe a little numbness in the limb from sitting still, that sensation. No comments. Probably don't need to be too concerned about it if there is some. Bringing the attention back up the spine to the back of the head. And on the exhale, down the spine, into the left leg with the knowledge, I am. Once again, return. Top of the spine, back of the head. Gather all the attention there. And then allowing the left arm to fill the attention with all the sensations in that limb. Returning the attention to the back of the spine, back of the head. Then I allow the knowledge I am through the sensations to fill the left arm. And returning the attention to the top of the spine and the back of the head. From there, I fill the entire body with sensation and the knowledge I am. Thank you.